Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tori if you're new here, and today we are going to do some food preservation as promised. This is the first video in a series of videos about food preservation. I have made it my goal during this preparedness month, that's what September is, to prepare something for later every single day of the month. I'm a bit late to the party when it comes to this content, so I'm going to continue on into October and November and maybe even December, just finish out the year, why not? So I have some things on my shelf and we're going to get started. If you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Tori. I'm a wife, mom to four, and we make preparedness videos on a budget. We like to be prepared for any emergency. I would not say we are doomsday preppers, but if you are, that's totally fine. You can call yourself what you want, but I feel like everyone should be prepared and this should be attainable for just about everyone. So today we're doing Mylar bag storage. I will have everything linked that you may need, but you can shop wherever you want here. These are the Mylar bags I put into my channel posts, and these are my favorite ones. I've tried so many different ones. This comes with the oxygen absorber. It comes with a variety of bag sizes. It comes with the labels, and it's under 30 bucks. You can search far and wide, but I have not found a quality Mylar bag in a variety pack for under $50 that actually works. So these are great, and there's a lot of contradiction about Mylar bags. So we are just going to get into this. This is very easy. I have some box pasta. This is like literally the easiest thing you can put in a Mylar bag. So what is Mylar? It is a light, airtight bag. If you add an oxygen absorber, you're upping your shelf life. And pasta, for fun facts, and these beans that I have right here, that's gonna give you an almost indefinite shelf life, 20 to 25 years. So it depends what you're gonna put in these bags, but you need to be mindful about the product and the Mylar bag itself. But I wanted to share my strategy. So each pack of these comes with oxygen absorbers, and there's 11 oxygen absorbers in this air sealed bag. And yes, you could get them all out and then maybe use 5 of them and then put them into a Mylar bag and suck all the air out of it, or put it into a jar and suck all the air out of it, but I don't like doing that. I just find items and I divvy them up between 11 bags, if that makes sense, just so I can put that oxygen absorber in the bag. If I'm doing something larger, it may require 2, but I would suggest not overthinking this. When I first started that, I just really confused myself. So we are going to keep it pretty simple. I'm going to take a box of pasta. These were 77 cents at my local Giant, and I'm going to cut it in half. So these will be dedicated to mac and cheeses as a side dish. If you wanted to put them all in one large bag, that's totally fine. I'm feeding a family of 6, so we could totally go through a whole box of pasta, but this is just how I'm choosing to do it this time. So what I like to do for my pasta boxes is use the 1 quarts, and I put obviously half in the 1 quart and go from there, but you could totally use the 1 gallon and that would fit your box of pasta depending on which pasta you're using. I'm using elbows and penne today, and that's it. And then I have pinto beans, so that should just fit into a 1 quart as is. And that's going to be the 2 pound bag, no, the 1 pound bag of pinto beans. But again, it's up to you. You just don't want to be using like a 1 gallon thing of Mylar bag to like 2 beans. That wouldn't work. So here we go. All right, I'm going to talk while I go through this. I wish I had a better setup. I'm just in my bedroom. We moved in this house probably 6 months ago at this point, maybe less, and I'm still not set up. A lot has happened in our life, and I'm just trying my best to get the best lighting. But you know me, you know the channel. We like to keep it pretty real. So everybody does this differently. Don't come at me. You can come at me if you're doing it in a positive way, if you do your Mylar bagging differently, but it's pretty straightforward. Okay, I'm in a new place, so if you hear things in the background, I apologize. I'm gonna try and do this here. I have a sleeping newborn baby who is the sweetest. He just has his days and nights flip-flopped right now, which is okay, but here's my bag. Again, everyone does Mylar bags different, but this is how I do it. Again, this is so straightforward. You got this, but I'm gonna put this in, and I'm gonna put half in here. And that's gonna go to right about here. I have a plan for these, and a lot of people question why I do halfway, and it's simply because I'm making a little DIY MRE. So I plan to put boiling water into this in the event of an emergency. And if that doesn't happen and I use it for my food storage down the road, I can just add it to different things. So I know there's a method to the madness, but you do the best you can. You try and get the air out, and I don't do the oxygen absorbers until the very end. So let me just set that off to the side, but I'm gonna do the elbows in 4 separate bags because I have 2 boxes of elbows. And then the penne, I'm gonna do in the smaller bags if it fits. Sometimes it doesn't. The elbows obviously fit in a smaller box, so we shall see. Let me know what your favorite thing to Mylar bag is. I never thought I'd be saying that online, but here we are. Preparing for the unknown, because not to be dark, but tomorrow is not guaranteed, and there's just so much going on in this world with uncertainty. I haven't really commented on anything that's been happening recently. I don't have that big of a following. You don't want to hear my thoughts on it. You know how big of an empath I am, and there's just like a lot of hatred out there, and I can't stand it anymore. I turned off all the social media channels, so I was reading the news, which, you know, I don't like the news, so I was just getting my information from my husband, so, and he's desensitized to all of this because he works in law enforcement and he sees it all, and my heart, it can't take it, but that's all I have to say on it, and I'm sorry if that's not in good taste for some of you, but I can't comment any further. And again, I don't really have a large enough platform. I don't feel called to comment on it. All we need to do now is look towards the future and look for the positive in this, and maybe it has allowed some of our youth and some people who were questioning the existence of a beautiful afterlife for someone who truly is watching over us. Maybe it will have them, I don't know, feel called to explore that a little more. Again, 2 subjects I don't really talk about because people, so many mixed opinions, and I selfishly can't emotionally handle when someone attacks me on those issues. So that was 2 boxes of the elbow macaroni, and that is going to go into the 4 bags. Oh goodness, we'll figure it out.
I got another tucked in here.
Oh, I see you're pulling them out of your shoe.
Yeah, because I couldn't get them shown because they put them in.
Okay, great idea. Pinto beans in the quarts. They're going right in. And I'm doing the whole bag here. I probably should have opened it a little more. I had a small opening because we were using the dried beans to decorate our salt dough pumpkins. If you're new here, I like to get crafty with the kids, and we were trying to make clay with what we had on hand, and salt dough did the trick. So if you follow my other channel, I'll have that video up soon, but super fun. Okay, so I have my beans in there, all 16 ounces of them. And if you're putting water in here, beans expand like 3 times this amount. So this bag isn't big enough if you're putting water in it later, but I'm not gonna do that. I will be transferring it to a different vessel. I actually have exactly what I'm making with these pinto beans in my crock pot next to me. It's ham and bean stew. I think you all know that one. That's super easy. I have pinto beans in there, and it goes low and slow for 10 hours with onions, a little bit of potato. You don't have to do potato if you don't want to. And then I do ham or smoked sausage or bacon, something smoked, and it just becomes this really delicious stew-ish soup. And then I serve it with cornbread, and it's pretty delicious. And that's a staple, so I need pinto beans in Mylar because I'll be making it my entire life. Okay, I actually want to try and experiment with the penne, so I still have those smaller bags. I want to see if the box, I just don't think the whole box fits in here, but I can't remember. No, it doesn't. So yeah, just do half and half or use the large bag. Really whatever you want to do. I haven't done Mylar bag storage in a while. I actually gave a lot of my preps to a friend in Colorado so she could have something for a rainy day. So in a sense, we're starting from scratch, but you know, I've been prepping these last couple of weeks. So I'm gonna grab one more bag because I have another box of penne. Now she's running with a hammer. I have a fearless 5-year-old out there who, it's a rubber hammer, so don't judge me. What is she doing? Oh, she's hammering lantern flies. See, she is to be trusted. Go girl, yeah. You're new. Lantern flies have been the bane of my existence, and we didn't have them in Colorado. So they're really bothering me and killing all my things. But anyways, here we go. This Good Wheat is at Sharp Shopper for 2 for $1 right now. And that's an incredible deal. You all know I love Sharp Shopper, but if you ever want to get started on your Mylar bag storage or indefinite food storage, check those discount outlets, because even if you're getting some processed food, there's Hamburger Helper there, and that's always 2 for $1. And you can just take the noodles out of there if you wanted to, and then use the sauce like this week, and then take the noodles and start stocking up. That's still 50 cents for a portion of noodles. Hamburger Helper may not be the best example because you don't get a lot of noodles, but just like items like that. Start thinking of items that you can stock that are super, super cheap, and then see if you can use them in a different way. So I'm gonna go recycle these, and then I will come back to you and tell you about the oxygen absorber situation. Okay, I'm a mess over here. Here's the little salt dough turkeys that we made, by the way. Totally off topic. But anyways, if you were listening earlier, you can connect that. Here's the Mylar bag situation. I have 11 of these bags. I did not put the labels on before. Some people do. I just do it after I can tell what's in the bag. So I have my oxygen absorbers right here. This is how I'm storing this. So we can get into, in the next videos, like ways to store in a 5-gallon bucket, and I can do glass storage and things like that. Anything that you want to see, just drop it in the comments and we'll go from there. I have plenty of food preservation videos, but I haven't done long-term food storage in a while, and it's the most basic, the easiest one in my opinion. So I'm going to drop an oxygen absorber in each of these. I'm going to seal the bags. Some people heat seal them. You can if you want. I'm not going to do it, to be honest with you. So I'm not going to do that, and then I will put a label on it, and I'll catch you soon. All right, everything is labeled. It says penne, not rene, and I have beans, and I have macaroni. Pretty standard. Some people label them up top. I just like to label them on the bottom because sometimes I cut these and then I heat seal them for other things, because you can utilize these in so many different ways. I have never made it to 25 years, but you know, that's okay. They will last that long, and we did good. That took me all of 5 minutes, maybe 10, and now I have some food storage for some peace of mind. Alrighty, friends, that is going to do it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I am loving this series already, and it's only day 1, so let me know your thoughts on that. Again, I appreciate all of your patience, all of your support, and even if I don't have the words right now, eventually they will come. My heart is heavy though, just know that, and I know a lot of yours are. Just know that if we can somehow be together, have this connection here, then there's a lot of love here. So I hope that's given some peace of mind. If you ever need to chat with someone, you can email me, and I'm still available there. I'm just not really checking my social media accounts right now. Maybe eventually I will open them back up again, but right now I need some space. So hope you're doing well wherever you are. If you have not yet, I'd love it if you hit the subscribe button. As always, stay adventurous, stay creative. Bye, y'all.